Hello everyone, I hope that you all are doing very well. As you all know that we are going to initiate our SST courses from now onwards. So I am here to serve you in regard of SST for class 6. The book which you will going to keep with you while taking my lecture is the World Watch Geography for class 6. World War Geography 1. Those who have not purchased it, purchase it as soon as possible. Okay, let's open the book and have a look towards our first unit. The unit which we are going to start today is the universe. It's from page number 2 and it proceeds to page number 7. Okay, what have been discussed in this chapter about the universe? Question over here arises, what is the universe? Everything that surrounds us is the universe, right? And the topics which we will going to cover in this chapter is about the formation of the stars, how the stars are formed in the space, the sun, planets, moon, and these all materials they together form the solar system. And then the eclipse. We will discuss the eclipse later on. First, let's discuss how the stars are formed. Our universe is the combination of different gases, rays, dust particles, rock particles in the form of clouds. They are moving from here and there. And that ball or that cloud is called as nebula. This nebula is irregular in shape. It does not have any of the shape. So the gases of nebula are actually responsible for the formation of stars. How? There are different nebulas moving in the space. When the nebulas strike together, they dissociate into small pieces. They start dissociating into small pieces. These small fragments are the stars. But still, they don't have any light. How they do produce light? These small fragments start rushing into the central part of this fragmented nebula. That results in increase in the pressure as well as increase in temperature. And this increase in pressure and increase in temperature results in the lightening of the stars. It means we can say that stars are formed of the gases of nebula. And what is constellation? When we see the stars differently on the sky, its patterns, how they are arranged on the sky. Different patterns or the ways of the stars showing its presentation, that is called as constellation. And what is the galaxy? It is a Milky Way in which the stars are comprises. And you get to know something interesting, that Sun is the biggest star of our galaxy. Yes, this is something interesting, that Sun is a type of star and the biggest star of our galaxy. It means that its formation is same. As the stars are formed, Sun has also been formed in the same manner. But there are some differentiation in the Sun. How? What are the different things which make it different from the other stars? that Sun is the massive mass, the biggest star of our galaxy. It is having the massive mass, means greatest mass. So being the massive mass, it is having the greatest gravity. Now what is gravity? Gravity is the force that pulls the objects together. So any body having some mass exerts gravity. We are having some mass, we are putting the force on the surface. That's why we can stand. And in return, the force of the earth is attracting us to stay. So, being the massive mass, as the mass is greatest, the gravity is increasing more. So, being the greatest mass, it is having the greatest gravity. This is the reason why the planets are continuously moving around the Sun, because planets are having smaller gravities as compared to Sun. That's why it keeps the planets moving around it, because of its greatest gravity. Because of Sun's greatest gravity, planets are continuously moving around it. Alright, and it is having the greatest temperature of about 5500 degrees centigrade. Its temperature is 5500 degrees centigrade. But it is one of the star of our galaxy, but the largest one. Alright? Now, coming towards the planets. How the planets are formed? Planets are formed from the dust particles and the cosmic rays of nebula. It means that stars and suns are formed from the gases of nebula, and planets are formed from dust particles and cosmic rays. Cosmic rays of nebula. And they have their orbit. Means they have a circular path. Every planet has its own orbit, means every planet having its own path. Nobody can interrupt with the path of other planet. And all the planets are continuously moving in their circular path around the massive mass, that is Sun. Right? We have 8 different planets in our solar system. Let's discuss their names. You all know it very well, and you can find the names of different planets on page number 6. Over here you can find the name of the planets as well as the number of moons. Every planet has different number of moons. Okay? So the name of the planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. These all are the planets of our solar system. But here is some dwarf planet as well. Which one? The Pluto. Pluto is considered to be the dwarf one. It is thinking, previously it was in the solar system, but now it's not present in the solar system, and it is being considered that it has been gone far from the sun. So it becomes dwarf. Every planet is having its own moon. The question here arises here, how the moon is formed. As I told you that sun and stars are formed from the gases of nebula, in the same manner as the planets are formed from dust particles and cosmic rays, those dust particles and the cosmic rays which could not join together to form the planet, they at other side join together to form the moon and getting light continuously from the sun. Right? So that's why every planet forms its own moons, number of moons. Some planets have no moons while some planets have only one moon like Earth, and there are other planets which are having many moons like 13, like 50, like 52. You can see in the table. Right? One important thing you must know over here that this planet which is nearest to the sun is the hottest one. As the planets are going far from the sun, they become less hot, and the one which is farthest from the sun is the coldest one. In the same manner, their circular path, that is their orbit, the distance of the orbit, the planet which is nearest to the sun having smaller orbit. And as the planets are proceeding, their circular orbits increasing, their distance from the sun increasing, and it means the planet which is farthest from the sun having the largest orbit. Right? That is all about our solar system. Let's discuss the eclipse. What is eclipse? What is meant by eclipse? Cutting or blockage of light. Eclipse means cutting or blockage of light. There are two things which are producing the light. First eclipse is solar eclipse. As the name is indicating that something is related to sun. Solar, something related to sun, and eclipse, the blockage of light. It means that somewhere the light of the sun is being blocked. How? When, if this is the earth and this is the sun, then moon comes in between them, blocking the light of the sun reaching the earth. It results in the darkness on the earth. If it blocks the light of the sun totally, completely, resulting in complete darkness, or if it is blocking the light partially, resulting in partial darkness, as we have experienced in the last month. So this is called as the solar eclipse. And up till now, the maximum eclipse, the duration of it lasts for a few minutes to few seconds, and up till now the maximum solar eclipse that has been observed is of 7 minutes and 3 seconds. And it is very hazardous. It could affect the eyesight, so we need to stay inside during the solar eclipse. It is being advised to stay inside your homes, do not come out as it happens during the daytime. And if you would like to visualize the light of the sun, so you need to wear some protective glasses, not the sunglasses. There are some special protective glasses that you need to wear. So it is better to stay away, to stay inside your homes during the solar eclipse, as it is hazardous effects upon your health, especially upon your eyesight. Right? Now, another one is the lunar eclipse. If solar eclipse is related to sun, so it means that lunar eclipse is related to the light of moon. And what happened in it? That moon moves, the light of the moon is being blocked. How? That it moves at the back of the earth, taking earth's shadow. In this way, the area of the part of the earth which is facing the light can see this eclipse very clearly. And during this eclipse, the sun, earth and the moon, they are lined up equally. It lasts for a few hours and it's safe to look as it happens during the night. It is not having any hazardous effect upon health and eyesight. But the thing is that it happens on the night of the full moon. You know that throughout the month, moon shows its different phases. So it happens in the night or on the night of the full moon. Right? That is all related with the explanation of this chapter about the stars, the sun, the planets, the moon and the eclipse. If you still have any question related to the explanation, you can ask in the comment section. Now let's coming towards its homework. You can find the homework clearly in the homework folder. I am going to explain you the work, what to do, then how to do. After that, you will make the title page of Unit 1, the universe, along with the page number. Don't forget to write the page number on the title page. Now let's discuss the word which has been given to you. First of all, the word meanings. First word is constellation. I told you what is the meaning of constellation. Group of fixed stars or the pattern of the stars on the sky. Galaxy, it is our Milky Way. Nebula, it is the big mass of gas. Orbit, a heavenly body track, or you can simply write the body track. Eclipse, total or partial cutting of light, or you can write the blockage of light. You can write the meanings by your own self if you understand the lecture well. Fine. Now coming towards the fill in the blanks. Dash is the mass of dust, rock and gases. Very easy answer. I have written the name of that thing which is in the universe, which is a combination of gases, dust particles and the rays. Number 2. Our solar system began to form dash billion years ago. You can find this answer easily in the chapter. Dash is the force that pulls the object towards another body having mass. I told you that any body having the mass have that force. In fact, we are having Esther. That's why we are standing on the earth. What is the name of that force? Write it down. The dash gravity keeps the planet in their orbits. There is some massive body in the central part of the solar system. Because of the gravity of that mass, the planets are continuously moving around the orbits. Okay, I think everybody grabbed the answers very quickly. Okay, now coming towards the question answers. Number 1. Name the planets of the solar system. You know it very well. You can write in the form of CD simply. All the 8 name of the planets. Question number 2. Differentiate between solar and the lunar eclipse. I have given the explanation. If you can open the book, the definitions and other description has been given to you. No need to write too much. Write only one difference by drawing column in the center, making 2 columns and On one side solar eclipse, on the other side the lunar eclipse, but only one difference. No need to write too much. Question number 3. Write the number of moons of every planet. This table has been given to you on page number 6. You can take the help from there and write the number of moons. Then match the definition. How you will do this question? You will make the column like match the column. Write the word here and the definition here with a blue pen. And do the matching with a black pointer. Okay, please do not use the pencil, as pencil work will not going to be accepted. Okay, the next question. What makes a star shine brightly? I have explained you the process of lightening of the stars. What makes it shines? Okay, next one. Which planet do you think is the hottest one and why? Obviously, if you have listened my lecture, the planet which is nearest to the sun must be the hottest one. Okay? And which planet is the coldest? The one which is farthest from the sun. Write down the name along with the reason. Next question. Which planet has the longest orbit? Very simple. The one which is farthest from the sun, having the longest orbit. You can write down the name of the planet only. No need to write too much explanation. In the same manner, which planet has the shortest orbit? The one which is nearest to it, having the shortest orbit. Then the last question, what keeps the planets moving around the orbit? I have explained in the lecture, I have explained in the fill in the blanks as well. There is something in the center of the solar system being massive, whose gravity causes the planets to move around the sun continuously. I hope that you have understood all the answers well and grabbed it very quickly. Hoping to receive very good answers from you. Still, if you find any sort of the questions, any sort of the problem, you can ask in the comment section. That is all for today's class. Hopefully, we'll meet you in the next class with something new, some new topics, some new work. Till then, take care. Allah Hafiz.